I'm just in here in the old Batcave going live. Had a rainy day today. My car. If you hear any weird noises, I'm on baby duty. My wife is at her Bible study. Just setting this thing. Is that thing good? Yeah. My wife's at her Bible study, and I'm kind of on baby duty, so I'm listening with the monitor. There, that's better. I knew that wedge would come in handy here. So, got rained out this week, or not this week, today. Rained a little yesterday, but my car, my Nissan Murano that I use for work, it broke down last week, and then nothing was wrong with it. It's like it wouldn't have any throttle, and it wouldn't restart. It's like the battery was completely dead. So I was like, maybe it's a bad battery. I took it to O'Reilly's to get the battery tested. The battery's fine. It just needed a recharge, and then I tested my alternator over the weekend because luckily I was done with I borrowed my wife's car last week to finish out my mowing route, and tested the the alternator when I had time. Been kind of busy, but tested the alternator, and the alternator's bad. So I was like, well, I gotta work, so I'm just gonna wing it because I ordered the alternator. I'm not buying one from AutoZone or O'Reilly's because it was like way more expensive. But anyway, long story short is I broke down 2 times in the last 2 weeks, this week and last week, in the worst possible spot. So like I was almost to my next property the first time. I gotta turn this down. I was almost to my, sorry about that guys. I was almost to my first property, and my last property, and then it broke down in the middle of the road. But luckily I could get to a turning lane. And then last time I was in like the busiest intersection. I was at a stoplight behind a car, and it was just like I had to coast backwards a little bit with people behind me and then push it. I pushed my whole my whole car and trailer, and pushed it off of the road. So the people the people were probably like, this guy is like, they probably thought I was nuts, man. But it doesn't matter, They probably were like, how is he pushing that? How is he pushing his trailer? Let me check this chat here, guys. It's always not popping up. I try to get it. I try to get it going before I'm live, but I can never do it. It like doesn't want to. It doesn't want to do it. Then I try to do it on my iPad, and then it never wants to do it too. But There we go, we got it. We did it. Hopefully the quality for you guys is better than this. Oh yeah, there it goes. I was like, wow. That's horrible. But yeah, we got it on here. So I'll just be messing around over here. I'm just going live with you guys because I just got to do a little bit of tinkering. This is my backup push mower that I have for my business, and I figured I might as well go live and check in, chat if you guys join the chat. If you're joining, put it in. I got you on the iPad. I gotta move it so you guys aren't watching because that looks kind of weird. Here, I'll move it. I mean, maybe it's cool. I don't know. I don't like it in the chat for some reason. I'll just put it there. Perfect. We got it. We got 2 people, and I think one of them's me. So that's pretty cool. This is already kind of loosened up, guys, because I've been in here before. This, basically, I think the carburetor is bad. Because it doesn't want to run for nothing. But it'll run if you squirt a little gas in there, so. I bought a new carburetor. It's a genuine Honda. Oh yeah, if you guys ever wonder how the Honda hat, I used to sell cars at a Honda dealership. So that's where I got this hat. Kind of cool. Definitely a nice carburetor, guys. But yeah, if you guys are joining in, definitely ask whatever questions you want to, or say hi, or do whatever you want to do in the old chat. As long as it's YouTube friendly. But yeah, I was messing around on eBay. Guys, and I ended up buying another chainsaw. So that's gonna be coming. I don't think they shipped it yet. I don't think the guy shipped it yet, but it's probably coming sooner than later. And if you see me doing anything, we're doing it live. So if you see like, oh, I wouldn't do it like that, or I mess up, this is not an edited video, so. And I will not be testing it because it's pretty late. And I just got my kids down, aka my little weasels. Got them down for night. So when they go down, I try to keep them down. So we can do some projects, guys. Or some would call this maintenance. So this is probably going to spew gas, guys. But it is what it is. I'm going to type in here real quick. Hey! Hey, guys! Hey! We are chatting. thing is on there, which is not bad, which it is good. If it's on there, it'll stay on there. Try not to use. Oh yeah, it's going. Not too much food. Yeah, try not to use. I nicked it a little bit. I try not to use the pliers, but you know, it is what it is sometimes. I thought I had a bolt in here. So if you don't like smelling gas, just put a little, I guess I can put my screwdriver in there. Put something in there. Yeah, and I don't know if you guys know, but these lawnmowers, man, if you can find them used, they don't make them anymore, and they run and cut. It's probably the best bang for the buck. Let's look at this thing. Thing is nice. It's a key hen. Key hen. All right, it's looking like the right one. I ordered it a long time ago, so. So just got it off. Just being gentle. Alright, so put that down there. Just gonna put it right back on, just like I had it. Makes it easy. There we go. And we're on. Alright, so that's good. That's easy. Leaking gas everywhere. It's one thing I don't like is leaky gas. One of my old cars used to leak gas and it was super annoying. But yeah, we got this piece of paper gasket here. It looks like nothing's holding it. So just give it a little. Give it a little pry ski. Yeah, there we go. Someone's been in here. Right there. That's alright, does it? I don't think it really needs it. Could throw some silicone on it if you want to. I'm just gonna run it. Alright, it's good there. Check this part. This front part. There it goes. I'm just talking out loud, guys. I'm just making sure everything is the same here. It looks the same. This top piece is a little bit different, but I think it. Well, it looks a little bit different here. I don't know. I don't know, this piece here, see this piece here? This touches that. See that? And on this one, it doesn't do that. Which I think is different. So, great. But we're gonna run it and find out. And it doesn't look like I can trade that. Everything else looks the same, guys. Kind of weird. But it has something to do, because it's like a self-adjusting idle. So it has something to do with that. But maybe we'll be alright. If it doesn't run, I think it'll fit. I have 3 of these mowers, so I think it'll fit one of them. And I could just buy the right one or rebuild this. Alright, let's pray that it works. Alright, so that's good. I don't know, the hole looks a little bit different, guys. What? This is what we got to do. I'm going to run it and find out. You only live once. I got to put these bolts in here. So I'm just going to kind of mock it up with these so I can put the fuel line back in. There's a way. Oh, no wonder. Look. There you go. That's what happens when you do live. Look. I put it on backwards. It's on backwards, guys. No wonder it doesn't line up. Ready? Boom. There we go. No wonder it wasn't lining up, guys. What am I doing on this live, guys? Shows you how many carburetors I replaced on this machine. It's a Honda, guys. The carbs don't really go out too often. Alright, we're good. We are good. So we just need the fuel line. Let's do that real quick. It's a good fuel line, guys. Man, I cannot get that thing off. Guys, on this live, watch me struggle with this carburetor line. It's coming. There you go. Alright, go back on there. Alright, it's on. We're good. We got it. Screw this. I'm not a fan of these hose clamps either. Alright, that's good. We will put this on. Let's mock this up here. Got a fresh air breather. Don't ask me what that fresh air breather does, because I don't know. And guys, I am not a mechanic, just so you know. I am a YouTuber. this. Don't forget the gasket, guys. Alright, we got. There's one. Got it. You hear it? Oh, yeah. I remember why I sprayed that with the copper. So it would stick. Because it's a pain. Alright, we're good, guys. I don't want to start it now. But it's too late, man. Should I just start it in the garage? I can't start it in the garage. Because this one, it doesn't have the clutch. So the blade's just going to spin. So I'll start it in the morning. I'll make a short. It'll make me make a short. I'm not very good. I'm not good at making the shorts, guys. I try, man, but I try to do them, but I like making the long videos. I don't even really watch a lot of the shorts. I kind of like making what I would want to watch. I don't know, it's probably what I shouldn't do. I should make what you guys want to watch. But it is called YouTube. Alright, I'm just kind of getting them snug. I'm not going crazy on it. Alright, flip this. I think that's the fuel this way. We got some fuel. This is a dirty old filter, but it'll do. This is a backup mower. And the carb is good. Functions. We're good, guys. We did it. Look at us. What's going on, people? We installed the carburetor. We did it. Never done it before, so didn't have to look at a video. I usually have to look at videos. Well, we're good, guys. Let me move this thing out of the way. Get a good handle on it. What I got? Be right back. Okay, guys, so that is, I feel good about it. Had a breakdown, two breakdowns, or I had one breakdown this week, one breakdown last week, so I feel better. I had a rain day, knocked some stuff out today. But yeah, I'll show you what I got planned for some videos coming up. Got the old, look at this. Look at this thing, guys. Give you a shot. These are my random YouTube modifications. So I got a clip with a tip gauge, boom, and then because I had a lot of people complain, oh, you're not doing it. You're supposed to clip it on the cylinder. You can't just stick a probe into the exhaust and get an accurate temperature. A lot of people were getting upset, you know, and YouTuber, you know, if you're commenting on YouTube, you know, like this, if I just use this, guys, the heat gun, oh yeah, you can't use the heat gun. It doesn't give accurate. Well, you know what? I'm going to use all three. That's what I'm going to do. So look, what does it say? 73. Boom. What does that say? 73. We're accurate. And then I'm going to also do, because originally what I was doing for my old test is I was putting this probe, because if you look, this is, oh, sorry. If you look in here, let's get a good view. If you look in there, that thing goes, this thing goes straight into the cylinder, guys. So if you had this in there, boom, that's like in there. So that's basically taking cylinder temperature. But I'm just looking for heat values. It doesn't matter how, it's going to sound bad, but it doesn't matter how accurate the value, you know, oh, is this as hot as that? It doesn't matter the temperature. It matters the consistency of the test. Because if one oil is cooling better than the last, then that's one that I want to, you know, look at further. Because nowadays, man, you really can't, like, I mean, there's some bad oils, but you really can't, you know, you get a good name brand oil, it's going to be pretty good, guys. So it's just splitting hairs, and it's just something I wanted to do, you know. So that's what I got going on. And then I got this here I can show you too. I might be able to work on it soon. So I got this thing cooked. You guys see that? I got this thing cooking in some vinegar. It's a little vinaigrette, so that's what I got. I like to use the vinegar just because, like, if you don't oil it, like, look, like the rust. Look at that. This is why I use it. So the black under there, that's like original. So look, it just scratches off, you know, and then you have what you have underneath. So that's, I like using the vinegar, and then I'll reuse it. You know, I won't put it in a salad or anything, but I'll reuse it. I also am doing some testing. I filmed a video, I'm not done, but I did a video on spraying weeds with the vinegar. So I think that's pretty cool. So that one, I'll give you a little hint of what that is. I'm going to North Carolina, or it's actually South Carolina. I say North Carolina because my parents used to live in North Carolina, so it's right on the border. But I'm planning on doing an axe because he bought a handle and it came bent. So I'm going to attempt to use that handle. Hopefully to make a splitter type of axe, but it's the same handle as this right here. So whatever this one is, the Bucking Sheriff or whatever they call it, it's like the original Bucking handle. Pretty nice. Really thin. And then I modified it a little because I was getting a hot spot. But here is really thin. But yeah, so basically he got sent a curved one, and then Bucking made it right, and sent one that's not curved, but now he has an extra. So I'm gonna try to make do with the curved one, because I'm what you would say frugal, I guess. So I don't, even though I buy chainsaws and stuff, but I try to make the best out of what I can, I guess. So like I'll make stuff out of, I guess MacGyver is a good term. So I'll try to MacGyver stuff and rig it up so it works, but I guess it's kind of ghetto, but it doesn't really matter. But like a chain, so like if I have a chainsaw chain, I'm going to use it probably until a tooth or two breaks off. So that's just kind of how I am. Also, I try to keep up on the maintenance of things, but I'm more of a, if it's not broken, don't fix it. But I'm coming more, the older I get, the more I'm trying to do maintenance items. So yeah, I was thinking, I forgot what I had to do. But yeah, I'll give you a little rundown on what I got going. So I was cleaning my lawnmower deck today on this one. That's the one we just did the carb on. And then this one, I replaced the, what is it called? It's like the little gear in the back. The gears were bad. Let's see if is this thing leaking? All right, not leaking. Good to go. So yeah, and then I kind of swept up. I need to do a deep clean, but nobody has time for that, you know? So yeah, that's really what I got going on. The Echo is running pretty good, guys. I'm actually surprised. It's tuning up well. So that's what's leaking, this carb. I was smelling it. So yeah, the Echo's running good. And then I got another saw coming. You guys will have to stay tuned for that video. And then I need to install I have a nano kit for I'm gonna try it on the John Cutter. It's like the Nano 325 Nano conversion, but look at this. The reason I'm putting it on the John Cutter is because I ordered on the wrong I mistakenly ordered. It's what is it? It's a 10 inch bar, yeah. So that's a little small, but I mean it'll still cut, and I can do some speed cookies compared to the stock saw. That's what I got for that in the works. That's really it. Got some other video. I had some video ideas that I was doing earlier, and then just trying to give you the rundown. Then I put a new air filter, the cabin filter, in my wife's truck because hers was pretty. It was overdue. Yeah. So that's really all I got going on right now. And then I did some paperwork stuff. Oh, and I tried, if you guys are followers of the channel, a while ago in March, okay, there was a guy who hit me, okay, and he rear-ended my trailer, and he ended up bending my trailer frame, damaging my lawnmower. And I did all the calculations, and I tried to, he said he would fix it, and he had some guy he was going to use. I was like, no, I don't want to use some random guy, just give me, I estimated what it would cost to get it fixed. I was like, let's just settle for that. And then, excuse the dogs, my wife just got home. But then I gotta put him outside. Come on, come on. Sorry about that, guys. They're so loud at home to wake up my kids. They're crazy dogs, dude. But yeah, he ended up hitting me, and then he was like, yeah, I'll help you with it, to fix it. And the reason why he's helping because he didn't have insurance. And it was his dad's truck, and they have the same name. So he gave the police officer his dad's insurance card, and then he told me he didn't have insurance when he hit me. And then it turns out he was listed as a non-driver. So it's just a big ordeal, and went to court, or not, I didn't take it to court, but he had to go to court because he hit me. And then he didn't show up or something, and then he had some type of thing where it ended up, I don't know if he paid or I don't know if it got dismissed because the case is closed and it doesn't show on the info. So I've been trying to call the prosecutor, which is the state attorney that is, representing the state against that guy. And she just never calls me back. I'll get her occasionally, but then she just like, I can't get into my system. So it's just taking forever. So I'm trying to figure out, because there's a thing you can get is if he's found guilty, you can request something called restitution. So that will give you your payment back, what you're owed, up to a certain amount, of course. So long story short, he ended up getting dropped or something, or it's closed. So I'm like, hey, what's going on? And then she's never calling me back. So I'm just like in limbo. So I don't know if I want to go to small claims court or what, but it's kind of annoying. You buy something, you take care of your stuff, and then someone hits it, and then they say they're going to help, and then they don't help, and then they tell you they don't have insurance, then they tell the cop they do, and he had a little kid in the front seat with no car seat, dude. So it's just like, you need to get your stuff together. But anyway, negative to the positive. The positive is I was able to fix my trailer somewhat so I can still work. But it's just kind of a negative thing, and I'm trying to get past it. So I don't know whether I should drop it or continue pursuing it, because everything's kind of grinding, against it. But so just dealing with that today. I did some more paperwork stuff. That's really all I've been doing. I am excited for this new chainsaw to come now, and then I think I have decided that I'm going to put this out there. I am decided that I'm going to try to build a chainsaw. Now, the depth of what I will be building, I don't know. Am I going to port them? I don't know. But I'm going to somewhat build a chainsaw. And I'll give you an example. Like this, you can consider this. You can consider this a build, right? Technically, it's just not a fancy one. So it has a aftermarket air filter, the Redbeard kit, Husqvarna flip caps, right? It's got this grip, and then it has a modified carburetor, and then it's got a pipe. So that's technically a build, but what I mean is maybe further than that. So those are all what I would consider bolt-on stuff. So I don't know the extent. I know I want to do modifications to the plastics, and I have some just ideas floating around, but it's all talk now. But I'm kind of putting it out there to maybe put my feet to the fire. And my problem is I like all my saws, so if I'm gonna build it, I need to build it to. I'm thinking I can build them to sell them, not for like making a whole lot of money or anything, but making, like, say I build this and I get it how I want it, I perfect it, then I can use it, test and tune it, and then I can list it for sale, maybe make a little money or get my money back out of it, and then move on to the next project. Kind of that, because I don't have that much room in this garage for all these saws, you know. And I try not to, hey guys in here, what's going on? I try not to collect a lot of stuff, but I end up doing it. But yeah, so like here, I'll give you an example. So like here. So the builds I'm talking about is maybe porting. I don't know. I know how to do it. I've never done it. I'm not an expert on it. I'm a YouTuber. So what I know is from YouTube. So I would it would be a lot of learning curves. But the builds I'm talking about is maybe porting, maybe like full wrap, dyeing the plastics, modifying the internals somewhat, of course, muffler mod, dog mods, modifying this, or changing things, or lightening things up on the saw. So kind of that kind of things. Upgrading, like this switch is horrible. It's broken. You know, upgrade that. Upgrade air filters. They make like the little dolphin dome for this thing. You can get that. Just kind of custom stuff. Lightweight parts. They don't make lightweight parts. You know, you can get like a lighter piston. Or you could, this is a 64. You can get I think there's a 73 and then a 79. And then they make a big bore kit. I could upgrade that, you know, take the decomp out, little things like that, you know. You could put Echo caps on it with the Echo pull string, you know, pull cord. That way you can get into there if you want. Just little things like that is what I'm thinking about. And the only problem I have is once I do all that, I'm going to want to keep it. But if I guess I could always build another one, and then it would just keep me rotating through the saws. But the saws I like are 50cc. I like the little ones too. The ones I really like is probably about the 70cc class. Those are the ones I really like. But I don't have a need for that. You know, I could get away with really smaller saws. I don't know, there's just something about like, I guess like this size saw and up. The 90, I have the 592. The 90s are a little, like after using them, they're a little clunky to me. Like I could get used to it and I still like it, but I'm not cutting big stuff like that all the time, so I can get away with a 70cc saw, you know. And then I do like the 372 chassis a lot, or 365, 362 chassis. That's what I like. And if you guys are wondering what's this, you know, you got to check back in the video or check in the future videos. But yeah, that's basically what I got going on. And other than cleaning up out here, that's really what I've been doing. Just being a guy in my garage. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing good, and I will see you guys on the next one. Look out for, I got a couple videos coming up. I'm going to be doing some oil testing, and then I have some other stuff coming up too. So yeah, just stay tuned, guys, and then thanks again for tuning in. I appreciate you, and we are up to 853 subscribers. So if that's one of you, I do appreciate you. If that's not one of you, you know, if you guys want to subscribe, feel free. We love to have you. Love to have you down in the comments. And basically with the channel is just doing what I do, doing what I find fun. And it kind of sticks in the category of lawn care, outdoor, firewood, chainsaw, axe stuff. Maybe a lawnmower, weed eater or something. But that's kind of where we're at. But yeah, I do appreciate you guys, and I hope you have a great evening. I will talk to you and see you later.